Hi, and welcome back to the listening series. So far, we have focused on control, when to write, how to read the questions, and how to stay aligned with the audio. Once you have that control, you expect your score to rise. But for many, it doesn't. Not because they didn't hear the answer, but because they didn't record it correctly. Today, we will deal with that. We are focusing on 3 accuracy areas that silently steal marks: spelling, numbers, and word forms. Let's get started. Let's start with spelling. In a listening test, spelling is not flexible, it's absolute. There is no partial credit. If a word is spelled incorrectly, the answer is marked wrong, even if the meaning is completely clear. This is why spelling doesn't need complex explanation or long rules. The rule is simple. If the spelling is correct, a mark is awarded. If not, the mark is lost. This is especially critical for days, months, and proper names. A missing capital letter or a wrong spelling turns a correct answer into a wrong one. Listening accuracy isn't about being almost right. It's about exact recording under pressure. Now let's talk about numbers. This is where many students get confused. With numbers, the audio alone is not enough. The instructions decide everything. If the instruction says one number only, you must write only the number. If it says one word and or a number, you may include a word. If a unit like kg or miles is already printed in the question, repeating it loses the mark. So, the mistake is not understanding the number. It's ignoring the instruction while writing it down. Many students hear correctly, but add extra words or symbols the task doesn't allow. With numbers, it's not about understanding. It's about discipline. Finally, let's look at word forms. This is where marks disappear without students even realizing. The key idea is this. The audio gives you the meaning, but the question sentence decides the grammatical form. Let's walk through 3 common errors. First, the noun-verb error. This is a sentence completion question from IELTS Listening. You hear in the audio, the company aims to expand, but the question sentence reads, the company's future will require more staff. The correct answer is expansion, a noun. Writing the verb expand would cost you the mark. The audio gave you the idea, but the sentence needed a noun. So the audio gives you the idea, but the question sentence decides the word form. Second, the singular plural error. The audio might say, there are strict safety regulations. The question could be, all safety must be followed. Here, a plural noun, regulations, is correct. Writing a singular noun, regulation, is wrong. The sentence grammar demanded a plural noun. Missing that S changes the mark, not the meaning. Third, the adjective-adverb error. You hear in the audio, the new system is very efficient in testing conditions. The question asks, the new system operates under pressure. You need the adverb efficiently, not the adjective efficient you heard. When the blank describes how something operates or an action, the sentence requires an adverb, not an adjective describing a state. In each case, the examiner isn't judging your understanding. They're judging if the word fits the sentence exactly. So, remember this rule. Listen for the word, but write for the sentence. Getting the grammar wrong changes the mark, even when the meaning is right. This leads us to the most important idea from this video. Hearing the answer is not enough. Understanding it is not enough. In a listening test, recording the answer correctly on paper is what gets the mark. This is why students often remember the answer after the test but still lose the point. The mistake doesn't always happen during listening. Very often, it happens in the final seconds while writing. Accuracy is the final critical step that turns correct listening into a correct score. Thank you for watching. Once your writing and reading are under control, accuracy becomes your final step to higher scores. When small details are handled carefully, correct listening finally turns into correct scores. If you found this helpful, please like the video, share it with a friend who is preparing, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.